Today on the Topic Show, Vivek gives kudos to Tucker Carlson for interviewing Vladimir Putin. Elon tweets Disney's policies around race and gender. Not a single student can pass math at a grade level in over 50 schools in Illinois. Stellantis says no to more mergers. Costco CEO and the defender of the $1.50 hot dog combo to step down. And Boeing jets, well, they're missing bolts. All of that and much more on the Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT labor business owner, reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also trying to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of February, so if you click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, we have Stellantis saying no to more car mergers. Now, a lot of people may not realize Stellantis, if you're not a gearhead or in the automotive community, that's a new parent company to what used to be Chrysler. Chrysler, which used to have some great innovative products, such as the Dodge Viper, which only came with a stick shift and a V10 engine. Beautiful Detroit engineering. I would also argue should be a good default for many vehicles, but nevertheless, they went bankrupt so bad in 2009, they were bought out by a European conglomerate or European automotive company, a holding company by the name of Fiat. And of course, Fiat also owned tractors and a myriad of other products as well. They became FCA, Fiat Chrysler America. Now, not only did Chrysler fall into that, but also had Dodge as well as Jeep, which Chrysler also owned at the time. Now, they've been acquiring more and more companies, and they thought of a new name instead of FCA. The new name is going to be Stellantis, which I still, for the life of me, can't decide if it's a good name or a bad name. It is unique, and it's not a simple nomenclature of letters and numbers like a BMW model, which, unless you're a BMW aficionado, you don't know what the models mean. But Stellantis sounds kind of neat, so I guess it's not the worst name for an automotive company. It kind of grows on you, I suppose. Now, I would also argue of all the companies and CEOs in the automotive community, you can almost debate the CEO is paid pretty adequately, if not underpaid, for how many brands they now control. Now, Stellantis now controls Abarth, Fiat, Alfa Romeo, Jeep, Chrysler, Lancia, Maserati, Citroën, Opel, Dodge, Peugeot, Ram, Vauxhall, Fiat Professional, as well as DS Automobiles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 brands under this one company, which is a lot to say the least. I mean, even General Motors in their heyday, it's so sad they actually sold off Opel during, I believe it was a 2009 bankruptcy, which Opel's they have a long, rich heritage over at Opel. I believe they founded in 1893, or is in the 1800s over in Germany. And I mean, you also, so many. Vauxhall used to be an iconic brand that General Motors owns. The good old Pontiac G8 and also there's a lot of rebranded products. You have the Chevy SS, which again is just from Australia. That's where Vauxhall's are headquartered. But nevertheless, now Stellantis owns all these companies. And apparently there's a rumor saying, oh yeah, maybe they'll reach out, maybe they'll do more mergers. They're saying they're done. So specifically, this comes from Stellantis chairman John Elkann, and he denied that the automaker was hatching any merger plans, responding to press speculation about a possible French lead-up tie with rival Renault. Now, Elon said that the Peugeot owner, the world's third largest automaker by sales, was focused on the execution of a long-term business plan. He said, quote, "There's no plan under the construction regarding the merger operations with other manufacturers." Which, again, it makes sense because, again, they have such a large portfolio already. It's one of those things where how many more brands do you really need at the end of the day? And how much, how much really is there to gain? Now, they also know that speculation also intensified after the electric vehicle market slowdown forced its last week to cancel its IPO for its EV software unit Ampera. The market cap remains around $10 billion. That is pretty bad. And yeah, Stellantis product of 2021 merger between France's PSA and Fiat Chrysler, and one of the most profitable automotive groups, market cap of $85 billion, when unlisted shares were factored in. So, I guess to quash out all the rumors, and of course it is sad that Dodge is acquiescing to electric, hybrid, and V6 engine or straight six engines for the Dodge Challenger. Well, it used to be the great big Hemi, big old V8 company, now reduced to EVs and six-cylinder engines. Disappointing to say the least, and granted, given how large the portfolio is, could have argued probably they should have stuck with it, despite being pressured by government regulations. But I'll be interested to see. They say no merger and no more acquisitions. I don't see a compelling reason for them to do it at this time. Can't but think maybe the other companies are just a little bit desperate. But yeah, Renault, because Renault is still the partnership with, I believe it was Nissan and a couple other, maybe Mitsubishi as well, a couple of the other smaller ones. But as I always say, time shall tell. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in again. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of February. So if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, and sharing also does help with the magical YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.